Welcome to another episode 3
of
the Top One
Blimey, we're getting old.
Yeah, we are getting old.
Mate.
Like 3 weeks old.
Christ.
Jesus. All right, Bryn, do you want to tell these lovely people what we're going to be talking about today? Because
I'll be honest, Alex, I'd love to, but I don't really know the rundown of the topic because you've planned this one, boss man. I planned last week's one that never actually got to be a thing.
Yeah, we'll do it next week. We can do it next week.
We'll chuck it in like a month or two down the line. We'll go back in fresh because that was. I'll be honest, that was quite a good episode.
It was good.
And
then microphones.
Yeah. So
did us over.
If you're watching on YouTube, we've reverted back to the one microphone setup now. We did have two. You wouldn't have saw it anyway, but we did have two.
We promise it was there.
Yeah. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
I think that's it.
Facebook.
We got snippets on Facebook.
Yeah, there's little bits on Facebook. Go see them.
We got them
if you can't be bothered to listen to the whole thing, go on Facebook. Yeah, there's like 2 minutes little bits.
Yeah, just chill.
That's pretty much sums up the podcast, I'll be honest. or just do listen to it all.
Because, you love us. You love us. Right, so.
TikTok. Are we on? You're on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok,
But you won't see the whole podcast on TikTok.
No, you can't. You can't even see 2 minutes. You might as well just go on Facebook.
To be fair, if you're going to listen on... Okay, not the point. What we talk about today.
Anyway, so we're going on about how, the whole body positivity thing has kind of fucked over obesity levels to the max.
Okay.
So like, you know how you see these like plus size models?
One word, Lizzo, right? Lizzo. The singer.
Oh, yeah,
Lizzo. No cap. She's happy in her body. That's cool. Not a problem.
Fine.
But don't promote the lifestyle because it's unhealthy.
Yeah, like, okay, so let's just
and her songs are shit. No cap.
I've not heard of her. So
you would know. You'd know some of the songs, but
it's probably saying something if I haven't heard of her.
It's like, the songs are bad.
Let's be fair. So like,
I'm 100% that bitch. I just woke up and it turns out I'm 100% that. That's not in the tune because I don't know the tune. She's the one that does that song and it's wank. It's fully wank.
Who she is. I've got no idea who this bitch is. Anyway, anyone who does know Lizzo, tell her that her music is shit.
Yeah, tweet her. Tell her music sucks.
Everyone just take
and get her on a podcast.
But okay, so let's see. So this whole body positivity thing stems from one thing: fat people feeling. I shouldn't say fat.
Insecure.
But feeling insecure in their own bodies.
Overweight people.
Yeah, overweight. Overweight people, not chunky people. But them feeling insecure, like in their own body, in their own skin. Now, I completely get that everyone should feel perfectly fine in their own body. I agree. I'm a PT. I want people to do that.
Exactly.
But
there's a lie.
We've got people being like, oh yeah, body positivity, and they're obese.
Yeah, there's a difference.
They're at risk of diabetes, like
heart problems,
high blood pressure.
Heart attack.
Heart attack is probably your number one best friend at this point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have them over for like a night in every weekend.
McDonald's date.
Yeah. Domino's pizza night.
Take them Mackies.
Actually, on that subject of fast food, I just saw something that I thought that you'd really appreciate on Instagram.
Right.
And it is
I'll do my best to describe the meme.
So it's not a meme. It's not a fact.
All right.
So Ben and Jerry's, right? Hear me out on this.
Is this the 3 litre tub thing?
4.5 litre tub.
It's big. I saw that yesterday.
This will not help the obese people.
And it's like £3.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know where you get it from.
It's genuinely great.
I don't know where you get it from though.
Heaven.
Probably. Also, linking back to the first podcast, Ben and Jerry's put money towards something.
So Ben and Jerry's, like the reason why they're so expensive is because they pay. So all of their workers are ex-prisoners.
Either ex-prisoners or like people from areas of really extreme poverty. Yeah.
And they pay them pretty damn well. So anyone out there who's an ex-prisoner, then hit Ben and Jerry's up. I'm sure they'll help.
Or alternatively, buy Ben and Jerry's ice cream because it supports people.
Yeah, if you're not a prisoner, then just get Ben and Jerry's.
Exactly.
But and they cover like all the overhead costs, and it's really good.
It's pretty sick. Also, did you know that I don't know if it is Ben or Jerry, but the reason that there's like chunks in the ice cream is because one of them didn't have any taste buds.
That is interesting.
One of them. I don't. Again, it could be Ben. It could be Jerry.
Probably Jerry.
To be fair, I back Jerry.
I think Jez.
But, one of them doesn't have any taste buds, so he puts that in there so that he pretty much he just got really selfish and was like, I can't taste the thing, so I want texture. Yeah, literally. So
I mean, it's the best thing ever because cookie dough bits. Let's be fair.
Yeah, I back it. I run with it. Anyway, obesity.
Yes, obesity. Please let no one get any ideas with the 4.5 litre Ben and Jerry's. But
if Ben and Jerry's want to sponsor us and send us some,
then hit us up.
Yeah, everyone tweet Ben and Jerry's.
I'm sure I could commit a crime and work in one of your factories
everyone
afterwards.
Tweet Ben and Jerry's, get them to send us one of these massive tubs.
And we'll eat it on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll eat it on the podcast.
We'll eat the full thing on the podcast.
Facts.
In an hour. No cap.
Yeah, 1 hour and we'll eat 4.5 litres worth of
no
ice cream,
stress.
and then we'll talk about obesity again.
But yeah, so I looked up on so anyone on YouTube, I've got a few facts.
The man's come prepared. He's got a fact sheet.
You can hear the wobble on the microphone. That just
reminds me of Rolf Harris.
Do
you know what it is yet? Do you know what it is? What is it?
It's paper. But so a few facts on obesity and shit like this, right? So fun fact, which is not so fun, it's actually quite depressing.
Yep.
2.8 million people die per year to obesity. So that is
nice.
About 2% of the population of the world. No, actually
2% of
3. No, less than 1%. Shit. Yeah, less than 1%. My bad, because it's 7 billion. Yeah, so about 0.35% of the world's population dies a year to obesity, which is a little bit depressing.
Yeah, so
it's on the lesser fun end.
Yeah,
it's not so much of a fun fact.
100%. Depressing facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to these in the morning. Really spice up your day.
And then, what is it? Like 2/7 of the world's population was overweight. Well, 1.9 billion people over the age of 20 were overweight in 2016, which is like...
See, it's
a big ass number.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Considering the world's 7 billion, that is a big number.
So I think that it's hard to describe. It is a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
It is a lifestyle thing.
100%.
Because 100%. Don't get it wrong. I'm not the beefiest lad in the world. I wish I was. I'm trying to bulk. We've had this conversation, Alex.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's going quite well.
Just anyone else.
But we'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very much...
Bryn_Further on Instagram to see those progress pics.
But yes, by no means did my mother starve me as a child.
No.
But at the same time, she didn't just let me have everything. Like she
4.5 litre tub of Ben and Jerry's.
Exactly, for example. She would cook home-cooked meals, you know, most days of the week, which again, some people in certain situations might not have that privilege. Yeah, I'd say it's a privilege, 100%.
Yeah,
to have someone to cook you home-cooked meals that, you know, are healthy.
I was going to say healthy home-cooked meals.
You know, we're
made
talking
with love.
Spaghetti bolognese. We're talking stir fry. We're talking shepherd's pie. We're talking
erections.
Chili con carne. We're talking carbonara.
Jesus.
Debs used to ruin a paella, mate.
Mate, don't say this on street. There's a camera rolling. When it dies, you can say that because right now I've got a situation down there.
Debs used to absolutely murder a paella. It was naughty. Anyway, I had that privilege of having home-cooked meals for me.
Yeah.
And I understand that there are some people who, you know, might come from a single-parent household whose parents are at work and can't
every single day. Yeah,
100%. And there's a good chunk of the population that would be in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And I completely understand. But then, I mean, especially from a young age, it is the parent's responsibility to make sure their child is eating healthily.
Before the age of 16, it's
exactly,
definitely
100%. I mean, well,
100.
yeah, legally before the age of 16. I'd say up until about 12 or 13. It is 100% the parent's responsibility.
Then you need to look at it and think, I wouldn't trust my brother at 12 years old to cook a meal.
Oh no, 100%.
I don't trust him now.
I'm talking purely in terms of diet. I'm not talking chefing it up.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Just not like
legally up until 16 or it is 16, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, they are technically liable.
Yeah.
But I'd say because I mean when you get to kind of 12 or 13, that's when your kids start going to like secondary school, and on the way home from school they can pop into the corner shop or the
yeah.
co-op and get themselves some sweets and whatnot. Like, at that point, obviously, you still have that responsibility to your child to turn around and go,
that's not what you need
slow
to
down,
be
cowboy. Like,
You're
realistically,
getting a little bit chunky.
Yeah, slow down, big man.
Yeah,
all right?
You're turning into that Kit Kat.
Whereas, it's obviously they still have an element of responsibility, but then hopefully up until that age of 12 or 13, you've instilled
all that into your kid.
Not quite a culture, but yeah, you've instilled those ideologies into
lifestyle.
your child, exactly, to the point where, don't get me wrong, 12 or 13 on the way home from school, I used to pop into the co-op every now and then.
Dairy Milk.
Yeah, 100%.
I love a good Dairy Milk.
I used to, get myself a little Dairy Milk caramel bar or something. Yeah, if I've had a particularly hard day.
Down.
Exactly.
Go a bit
but
down.
I've seen there were loads of people in our secondary school that I would see, especially, the year below us and the year below them were really, really bad for it. I saw kids with like
chunks,
bags. But I'm talking like there was kids in my tutor group at school, right, who during tutor would pull out like 4 chocolate bars, a packet of biscuits, loads of sugary shit. Yeah, and they'd be gone in 5 minutes. And you look at them and you go, and then fucking the guidance counsellor person would come in and talk to them because they are insecure about themselves because they're X, Y, and Z amount overweight. And you look at it and you go, you look at it and you go, okay, you've diagnosed there's a problem there, right? Admittedly, it's through depression, but you've diagnosed there's a problem there.
Yeah.
Fucking do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's easier said than done because I know, again, people trying to lose weight, it's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right? Because your body is used to X amount of calories a day.
Per day, yeah.
You've got to then cut back on that number. And
you're getting hungry.
Exactly,
you're getting
100%. And then that has other effects. It makes you sluggish. It makes you tired.
Hungry.
Exactly. And at that point, especially if you're working like a long day or something like that, you sit there and go, oh, fuck, I'm really, really struggling today. If I do just have a chocolate bar here, a packet of crisps there, like...
Might just get me through without being hungry.
Get you through the day. Yeah. And then at that point, it's obviously really difficult because that's then a battle of will against your body. Like, don't get me wrong, it's by no means the same situation. Trying to bulk up at the minute, I'm eating 3,800 calories a day and I've got alarms on my phone to say, right...
when to eat.
Literally, wake up here, breakfast here, lunch here, eat your snacks here, protein shake here, dinner here, because otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Well, yeah, I was like, whenever I bulk or cut, like, I find going from a cut back to bulking is so tough because you're
not
like,
hungry.
How do where can I fit all this?
Because you're not hungry.
Yeah, because you're so used to like 2,800 calories instead of 3,000 something.
And my sleep pattern recently has been absolutely down the shitter. So I've been waking
I think
up
that's
at
just
like
quarantine.
True. I've been waking up at midday, having breakfast or my breakfast meal at like 12:30, and then so I've got to then fit in breakfast, lunch, snacks, protein shake, and dinner all within
before like 10 o'clock at night.
Literally, and that's so difficult because it gets to the point where you're not hungry, but you've got to force it down yourself. Yeah. And again, I assume I've never been in the flip situation, but I assume it's kind of the same. You are sat there, if you are starving, you want to eat, but you've then got to say to yourself, right, no, I've got to, I'm allowed this, this, and this, that's all I can have.
Yeah.
And at that point, I think it does kind of become a battle of wills. And by no means am I trying to slag off anyone that's overweight, saying you're weak-minded. However,
I am.
However, strip it back to what it is, black and white.
It's calories in versus calories out. You consume more than you expend, you're going to get overweight.
Then, if you turn around and you look at it and you go, okay, so maybe you do want to eat a little bit more every now and then. That's fine, but factor in some exercise to your day.
Or moderate it.
Exactly. I mean, it's like I knew someone back in kind of year 8 who would have upwards of 6 or 7 packets of crisps a day.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
And like, don't get me wrong, there's worse things out there, but it's at that point, it's not even about the fat. Imagine the salt intake.
Oh yeah, mate, his blood pressure's probably going through the roof.
Exactly.
It's probably ringing bells like, hey.
And I knew another kid when I was learning to cook, he would drink at least 2 litres of Coca-Cola a day. Full fat Coke.
I mean, yeah, no, I worked with a guy at Holly Hill who he did not drink water. When I say his water was Coke.
Literally.
So he wouldn't drink water, he wouldn't drink groceries, he wouldn't drink, and you'd literally see him with a can of Coke everywhere he went.
Stuff like that and energy drinks, that then becomes an addiction. It does so easily. Yeah. Because that, I mean...
Especially, I think, with energy drinks, especially because you're feeling run down.
100%. And it gives you that extra boost, and your body then becomes dependent on that because you're you sit there in bed and you go, oh yeah, I can stay up until 2 a.m. and get up at 7 because, I can have 3 Red Bulls and be fine for the day. And then when you try and kick that habit...
It's not being kicked.
So hard.
Yeah. I remember... Right, so... Ash.
Yep.
We were going to college one morning and... I turned around and he literally showed up to the bus with a can of Red Bull.
Yeah.
I turned around to him. I was like, "What? How is that? Like, how are you having a Red Bull at like 7:30 in the morning?" I was like, "Oh, this is my third."
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, hold up. What? This is your third Red Bull and it's 7:30 a.m. What?
It's ridiculous. I saw so much of that in kitchens.
It's so ridiculous though. Like
don't get me wrong. Fuck. Chef's booster of choice is drugs, is Coke.
Yeah,
I've seen people doing Coke off of their knives and shit like that. It's kind of badass, incredibly terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, fully.
Not a point. But yeah, no, chefs, I mean, it's... If you don't want to go down that route of hard drugs, which is very understandable...
I wouldn't blame you.
I wouldn't blame you. I knew a guy that would come into... He would spend... he complained he wasn't getting paid enough because he'd spend at least £25 to £30 a week on Rockstar, Monster, fucking Red Bull, anything, and he'd drink at least 6 or 7 of them a day. And he wondered why. He wondered why during shift when it got busy, his heart was pounding out of his chest because the amount of sugar you've just put into your bloodstream is unbelievable.
Yeah,
and then you turn around and wonder why you feel like your heart's about to explode.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, like, even with pre-workout, which has got minimal sugar in it, so like pure caffeine, like you've basically got 5 black coffees in one scoop.
100%.
It got to a point where I was literally having I started off pre-workout as just on heavy days, just to give me that little extra kick up the butt. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it every single workout day, which is 6 days a week. And then 1 scoop wasn't hitting me. So I went on to 2 scoops.
Yeah.
Which is like 5 black coffees condensed into like 1 drink.
Jesus.
And then that wasn't hitting me either. So if I had a really heavy day,
then started injecting it straight into the bloodstream.
Caffeine straight into the vein.
Skip the middleman, straight in the bloodstream.
Just smack up the vein, plug it in there. No, I was literally like on 3 scoops just to get a little bit of a buzz. And like as soon as I ran out of pre-workout, I was like, shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't want to go to the gym. I was dragging myself and stuff like that. Yeah. So I completely understand that it is like a sense of lifestyle and like almost at this point, like pretty much, I want to say addiction, but not really. So obviously, you want food because if you don't have food, your body is just like, give me food.
Yeah.
But there's this bloke, right? A guy called Connor Murphy, right? I
was going to say I recognise that name, but I'm sure loads of people in the world probably have that name.
He's a guy on YouTube who like he used to be vain as fuck, right? So he used to go out with his top off, see how many girls he could get to kiss him, right? I was like, fair, whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently he's had a fucking epiphany and he's trying a 40-day fast. 40 days of no food.
Yeah, no.
Just water. The guy looks like a fucking zombie.
I'm not fucking surprised.
Like, he's on day 15 and I'm sat there like...
So he's just drinking water?
He's just drinking water.
He's not having smoothies or anything?
No, nothing.
So how's that man alive?
Like, I do not understand... Because apparently, like, hunger is a state of mind. I'm like, no, hunger is your body.
no, your body, does need food. You can't just
hunger is your body.
Don't get me wrong. There is such thing as a mental block.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the gym and you're lifting, it gets to a point your mind will give out before your body ever will.
Fully. But 40 days of no food.
Fucking you dickhead, eat some food.
I think it's at 20 days your immune system starts to shut down.
I'm not surprised.
So I'm waiting 5 more days.
COVID-19, yeah? You heard of it.
He's inside. He's not setting a foot outside.
I wouldn't surprise me if it snuck in.
Just like
your immune system, a light breeze
neck.
would probably take you down.
Yeah, no, fully. But like, I'm sad that like day 20, immune system starts giving out. I'm like, you will die.
100%.
If you catch the slightest bug, you're
fucked.
Fucked.
Because then you're trying to come back from that deficit in your immune system, and it will take you a fucking 6 months to get over a cold.
Plus, the guy lost like, what was it, like 10 pounds in like 3 days? I'm like, yeah, that's not healthy. You need to stop that.
And losing weight is
fine.
Losing weight is not. So many people have the wrong perception of it. So many people see losing weight as, oh yeah, if I just don't eat for a few days, I'll become slim like these girls off Instagram.
It's bullshit, isn't it?
It's not.
It's bullshit.
It then becomes an issue with macros.
Yeah, it becomes an issue with fucking anorexia.
Yeah, if you want to lose weight, and do it safely.
Yep. Don't just do a 40-day fast.
And
fuck that.
B, actually see results.
Be smart with it.
Exactly. You've got to plan everything out. It's like me with my bulk. I planned everything out. You help me out with my macros. I know how much protein, how much fat, how much carbs I need in every meal, and how much I need to total every day.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same if you're losing weight. You've got to figure out how many calories you got to eat a day, how many of that needs to be protein, carbs, fat, etc. Because you see these people, firstly, right, social media is bullshit.
Oh yeah,
straight out the gate, social media is bullshit.
There's so many people on social media using either steroids or any kind of performance PEDs. Like, it's stupid.
Or B, Photoshop.
Or Photoshop, yeah.
Right?
That's
like,
the.
Don't get me wrong.
One.
It is anyone nowadays with access to or even on Instagram. Even on Instagram, you have the filter options, bruv. Right? You can change.
You can get Photoshop on your phone.
You can change shadows. You can make lines more defined. Yeah. Right?
Which is insane.
It's ridiculous because right?
Not true.
You're selling yourself short.
Yeah.
Because you've turned around and you're giving out this
cool, amazing version of you, and then someone sees you in the street.
That's not true. Yeah. So you're selling yourself short, right? Because if someone sees this photo of you and then sees you and they go, oh,
well, that's not them.
You don't look like that. Like, you're then going to feel shit about yourself because you don't look like that, but you've lied to everyone and told everyone that is what you look like.
Plus, we're talking like, we're not talking about like 10, 15 people. We're talking like thousands, possibly 100,000.
The majority of fitness influencers on Instagram have photoshopped their abs. They photoshopped their biceps. They photoshopped their ass to make themselves look good. Yeah. And all these models and stuff, they do it as well. They make stupid money off of Instagram, but they make they make enough money to pay an editor to edit their photos to make them look thick, amazing, and whatnot. Yeah. So then they make more money again. It's like, don't get me wrong, there's quite a few people who do everything actually legit, 100%, and fair fucking play to them. Yeah. Because you're going to see those results, and again, it's something that...
And it looks fucking good.
Yeah, and it's something that I've seen from going to the gym. You can tell who's jacked up on steroids and who's not.
Yeah. Yeah, fully.
Because you will see fucking Joe Blogs coming in, right? Fucking
20-inch arms.
No, it's like you see him on the Monday, and he looks like a normal bloke. You see him 2 weeks down the line, he's fucking jacked. Bang. Veins are popping out his arms.
Veins have got veins.
His muscles have muscles. He can't sit down on the bench press because he's too fucking big. You go, brilliant, you've achieved that in 2 weeks, but you've achieved that through pumping ridiculous amount of chemicals.
Your tren is your ass is now full of tren. You're shitting out tren at this point.
And you turn around and go, brilliant, I can't wait to see you either A, get addicted to steroids, or B,
have no bollocks.
Or C, try and kick it, lose all your gains, and fucking relapse.
Yeah. The relapse on it is ridiculous. Because
you will turn around and go, oh yeah, I'm fucking huge. I can stop the steroids now. You'll go back to how you were.
Yeah, fully.
And then you
lose it.
And then you'll look in the mirror one day and go, oh shit, no, I need them.
Well, it's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym for like 3 years nonstop, right, and you get, like, this is all natural, and you get to a decent physique, and then you're like, you know what, I've achieved it, I'm going to stop. What the fuck,
yeah, best of luck, bro.
Like, yeah, you're not going to stay like that unless you start pumping 500 milligrams of tren every week.
GCSE PE, I'll always remember this. This is
me.
this is the one thing that has stuck with me. Miss Wilshire, GCSE PE,
Miss Wilshire.
year 10.
What a ledge.
Right?
Not really, but yeah.
1 week of nothing will undo 4 weeks of progress.
Yeah, no,
And that is so true.
Fully.
Right? I've seen it at the beginning of lockdown, right at the beginning, I was big on the exercise, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking doing...
You get off it for 1 week.
I did arms every single day. I did chest.
biceps.
Yeah, because that was just the easiest one. I did chest at least twice a week.
Yeah.
I did back at least twice a week. And I was looking really fucking good.
We don't talk about legs on this channel.
No, we don't. Legs are right. Leg
They're
days,
redundancy.
Leg days are myth. Right, chicken legs, but it doesn't matter because I can still jump fast. Jump fast and run high.
Legs.
Run fast and jump high. That's the point.
Run high. Nice.
Very nice. But yeah, and then
Anti-grav.
and then I stopped for about 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I'm back to being fucking stick figure Brinley again.
Well, it's like it's also the fucking mental side of it, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
if I stay out of the gym for a week, and I've had this with lockdown, if I stay out of here for a week,
Yeah.
I'm sat there like, okay, well, I'll leave it
Yeah,
until whenever.
I'll go and work out tomorrow.
Yeah, and it
I'll
just
go and
doesn't.
work
It
out
doesn't
tomorrow.
work that way.
And then you get into those habits, which is why I've got these alarms on my phone to A, train my body to get hungry at specific times so I can actually eat everything I need to eat.
That's a good
And to B, I'm trying to fucking get out of bed early. Otherwise, I'm
not
just...
doing that.
Yeah, literally, bro.
I'm not doing
But I'm so sick and tired of waking up at like 11 o'clock and being like, oh, sick, half the day's gone. Yeah, I know it's you cheeky prick.
But then I go to sleep at 2, so I make up for it.
Yeah,
you know?
but so do I.
You feel me?
So do I, bro. And I don't want to do that. I want to be, right, I'm low-key kind of jealous of my dad. For those of you that don't know, my dad, Jono, he's 75.
Jono.
He turns 76 this year. How he managed to pop me out at the age of, 54?
Yeah.
And I've not come out with any defects is beyond me, right? Jono, routinely, goes to bed at 11, wakes up at 7:30. That's the fucking life, bruv.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine being tired at 11 o'clock.
7:30.
Yeah, but imagine being tired at 11 o'clock. How good does that sound?
Oh, this is adulting at its finest, kids.
And then you wake up at 7:30 and you're
yeah.
just fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still love to get a decent late night game session in, but that's
Not
just
that,
me.
yeah, but you can't have it all.
I want to.
Yeah, but you can't have it all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, yeah. So
fat people. We've gone off on so many tangents.
it's fine because everything.
It's all relevant.
Yeah, we're focusing along the same principle that it is like it's a lifestyle change. Going to sleep at 11, waking up at 7:30. That's a lifestyle change. Not doing
Factoring in a workout.
lifestyle change.
Or just something like, right, so I used to have one of my neighbours.
Yeah.
He was big. He was
Big boy.
Big.
As in, are we talking muscle big or are we
No,
talking...
I'm talking chonk.
Right.
Right, this man was quite large, lovely man. I can't remember his name. I don't think I ever knew him by his name.
Doug.
I just knew him as my next door neighbour.
Right. So let's call him Nexty.
All right, Nexty. So Nexty was maybe approaching 30 stone.
Oh my God.
He was big.
Jesus Christ.
Right, he was big.
Wait, how much is that? For anyone who doesn't know 30 stone, I'll quickly do the conversion here. But keep going.
He had his own business that he just would...
190 kilos.
Wow. Jesus wept.
Wow.
I've never put that in kilos.
Jesus.
Wait, hold on.
Sheesh.
Hey Siri, what is 190 kilograms in stone?
29.92.
Oh, we just literally did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I said he was 30 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I said. I'll do the conversion.
I was trying to turn that into stone and pounds for the American people, but I just
Yeah.
did it in American people.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, we've done it. We've done
A
it.
really, really long couple of days, guys.
Also, how the hell did his Hey Siri work on my phone? My phone only responds to my Hey Siri.
Well, people think that we're brothers sometimes, so I guess
So
we have the
fair
same
enough.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
Apple's got onto it.
He's been watching me.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs has been watching me from the grave. Anyway,
So next, the 190 kilo man. Let's
190
go.
kilograms of, let's be honest, pure fat.
Yep.
He would just work. He had his own business that he ran online from home. He barely ever...
So he really didn't need to go anywhere.
No, so I would barely... He got all his shopping delivered.
Oh, wow.
I'll be honest, I barely ever saw him outside.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Every now and then he'd come out and wash his car or something like that. But it got to a point where the doctors turned around and said to him, because he came around and told us one time, the doctors went around and said to him, look, because he was maybe late 30s.
Right.
They turned around and said to him, right, it's not even if you put on more weight. They said if you do not lose weight, you will be dead in
3 years. Jesus Christ.
Which,
That's horrifying.
Late 30s, sod that off. No, thank you. So
You're not even halfway through your life at that point.
So to be fair, and I'd see him every now and then in his garden. He would literally, his garden was of reasonable size. He would literally put shorts on, put a top on, and run around his garden. And he told me about it one time. He said at first he could only run for like 30 seconds at a time. So he'd do,
which is
5 lots of 30. 5 lots of 30. For a man of his size, I'm surprised he could even manage that.
Yeah.
So he would do 5 lots of 30 seconds. And then the next day he'd try and do 6 lots of 30 seconds.
Plus, can we keep in mind that this person is like 30 stone, fat, and he has not worked out. So the fact that we're saying that it's impressive. His
day used to consist of get out of bed, get in the shower, sit on the sofa for however many hours, making sure his business was fine, eat, back to bed.
Yeah. So see, like that there's no form of exercise now. So
he's gone for 30 seconds nothing. He would do
pretty impressive.
He'd run for 5 lots of 30 seconds, and he'd try and do 2 lots of 1 minute and stuff like that. And I'd see him in his garden running and running and running. And he changed his fucking life around. Because admittedly,
as soon as someone gets the thing of you will die.
Yeah, that's a big shock to the system, 100%.
If someone turned around to me and was like, you die tomorrow, I'd be like, oh shit, I need to do shit. I need to do stuff. I can't just sit here.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously some people don't have that kick up the arse, especially if, they're not massively obese and they are just overweight. Yeah. So, you're not going to get that kick up the arse. But it gets to the point where that man changed his life around.
Thing is, do you really have to hear that kind of
Does it have to get to that point where someone looks you in your eyes and says yeah, man, gone, done for.
You're going to
3 years,
you're
adios.
Gonna be a corpse.
Literally. The fact that it gets to that point for some people before they go,
I might need to do something.
You know what? I guess I am obese. It's bad. And that
you know what?
Again, this comes back to stuff that you instill into someone as a child, right? So many times I will see, right, especially back when we were at college and you'd have a free period and you'd go to McDonald's or something, right? You'd walk in, you'd go in there and you'd see parents sat there with their kids and kids, and you'd see them in there, and the kids would be big and you'd learn their faces and you'd see them in there every single week and multiple times a day that week.
Thing is, right, you look at most kind of families that do that, and I hate to say this, but it is realistically it is low income families, because they either are trying to work a lot of jobs so they've got zero time, or B, they just don't give a shit about what they're putting into their mouth. And
it also comes down to a point of laziness.
Yeah, no, fully.
You can't be fucked
to make
a healthy meal.
Make a toasty
for your child. Literally anything.
A toasty, ham sandwich, whatever.
Realistically, let's say you were a single parent and you've got your 2 kids and you take everyone to McDonald's for dinner or lunch after school or something like that. What's that going to cost you? Realistically, let's say 15 quid. Let's say you spend a £5
Probably,
each.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more.
That's about a large.
It would probably be more, but let's, for the sake of example, say 15 quid to feed 3 of you.
Yeah.
Go to fucking Tesco's. Go to fucking Lidl. Anywhere. You can get, a pack of pre-chopped, pre-washed everything, stir-fry vegetables.
Yeah.
Right? Some fucking rice noodles.
Chicken.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Chicken.
And a little bit of soy sauce.
You can get that for under 8 quid.
Fully.
Which is half the price. And at that point, it comes down to laziness. And I understand, look, if you're a single parent and you're putting in these hours to provide for your family, nothing but respect for you. Because so many people would just sit on their ass and
do
stinge off of benefits.
Yeah.
Right?
Which we've seen that
a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Right? So fair fucking play. You're going and you're working for your money. I've got all the respect for you in the world. And being a parent, I'm sure, is a fucking hard job.
It's not easy.
But at that point, you've got to turn round and say, look, something's got to change. Yeah, because A, save yourself half your money on your McDonald's. I mean, taking them every other week as a treat is fine. I still think once a week is too much.
Yeah.
Once a week having fast food. And don't get me wrong, back in the college days, I used to go to McDonald's
used to
2
just
times
get
a
a
week.
McFlurry.
Literally.
Just for a McFluzz, you know.
I used to go to McDonald's 2 times a week, and that was because we had fuck all else to do. And someone would turn around and go, "Do you want to go Mackey's?" You go, "Oh yeah, go on then."
Thing is that at that age, like at our age, when college days, your metabolism can take once a week. It can take it once every single day, or once twice a day, or once every 3 times. Like that just does get a little bit too much.
Yeah, I mean, no, but like, just take things into your own hands, man.
Yeah, and like, I'm not gonna like, because I've been working at Domino's recently, you see people ordering.
Yeah,
I could 100%
learn addresses.
I can tell you, if someone turned around to me and said, "Right, 2 Kingswood Close," I could tell exactly what that lady's getting.
Yeah,
fully. Yeah. Chicken strippers, cookies, and a small pizza. 100% every single time.
2 Kingswood Close. We're fucking coming.
Yeah, you little shit.
But yeah, and I mean, I'm sure it's gotten so much worse during lockdown as well.
Oh, 100%.
Because you've got these delivery services of pizzas, of kebabs and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I factored into my meal plan a cheat day a week where
perfectly fine.
But that cheat day doesn't mean I stuff my face with pizza.
Domino's. It's not.
It is. I mean, it is a Tuesday, which is 2 for Tuesday.
That's cheeky.
Not the point. But a cheat day doesn't mean I stuff my face with pizza. I stuff my face with shit. A cheat day could just mean I have something that's not on my meal plan.
It means you can go.
I could have beans on toast or something.
You can go and get yourself a burger from Tesco's.
Exactly.
Throw some cheese on it.
Exactly.
Done.
That's not a bunch of shit. That is just something that's not in my meal plan.
It's not 2,000. Because can we just quickly point out, one large pizza is 2.5 thousand calories.
Yeah.
So anyone who is having pizza for dinner as a cheat day, motherfucker, it's not a cheat day. It's a full cheat week after that. You're literally unraveling a week's worth of calories.
And this is a mistake that I first made. Because you will remember me saying this to you at the beginning of lockdown when I tried to do this meal thing. I didn't have a plan. I just had a number. I said, right, I got to hit 3,500 calories. I didn't care how I got there, as long as I got there.
Yeah.
No, and I would eat like shit. And you would turn around and say, mate, you're not eating the right calories. And I go, I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to hit the number at this point.
I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, so let's quickly clarify something. So with obesity and being overweight, I think that it's not necessary for you to focus on macros as much as calories, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what your macros are. If your calories are under, you're going to lose weight, which, like, it could be 2,000 calories good food, and it could be 2,000 calories bad food.
And that's fine, because that is a start.
Yeah. But when you start... So there was this guy, right, who lost weight purely eating McDonald's. Yeah. Just McDonald's. Yeah. But...
You can do it. It's a thing.
The cholesterol of that will kill you.
Ridiculous, yeah.
It will kill you. You're gonna get a heart attack.
You can't maintain it.
So... It's fine eating junk food to lose weight, but just don't keep doing it, because it will kill you one way or another. Either obesity will take you, or cholesterol. You can't fucking...
take your pick.
Yeah, like...
Pick your poison kind of thing.
So, like, yeah, fine. At the start, don't really look at the macros, but once you start getting a little bit lower in weight, then actually please just start getting a little bit healthier.
Because at first, just cutting your calories, you will see that difference.
Yeah.
You will drop weight, and it will be noticeable. When it comes down to and it will happen quickly. And then when it starts to slow up, people will just again think, I'll drop my calories and it'll change. It won't.
Yeah.
It's then you've got to look into nutrients and micronutrients to then see changes. And it's like, I had a friend who wasn't massively overweight, but he was a little bit overweight. Yeah. And he said, right, I weigh this much. I want to weigh this much. I'm just going to stop eating.
Which is not.
And I said to him, that's all well and good, mate, but you're not going to see a change.
No.
You won't. You'll get down, you'll drop maybe 2 kilos. And then you'll ask yourself why you're not dropping more.
But the thing is that then you'll start eating again, and your body will instantly just
chuck it straight back on 100%.
Like, yeah, it's just... Okay, so let's quickly throw something out there. I am apparently... So... How do we classify what is overweight and what is obese? So in the UK, I don't know what people...
It's different. There should be one standardized thing.
But the thing is,
everyone uses
we've got BMI,
metrics.
right? Which is bullshit.
Yeah,
because apparently I'm overweight.
Yeah, no.
So overweight is classed between 25 and 30 on BMI. I'm 25.2.
Yeah.
30 plus is obese. Now... anyone on the podcast who can't see me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't see myself as overweight.
God,
I'm
no,
not gonna
Jesus,
lie.
No.
Like, my body fat is within the like mid to low tens, so I don't see myself as overweight. But there's people out there. So the way that BMI works is it takes your height, it takes your age, it takes your weight, and just compiles it together.
Let me see mine real quick.
So if you want to find it, you just go to the NHS. Just actually go to Google and just type in BMI calculator. So that's how we distinguish in the UK what is overweight and what is obese, which is completely wrong, because if someone has got muscle, that is extra weight.
Yeah.
And
forgive me, I'm just you man can see me on YouTube. I'm just trying to get signal across.
Do you want me just to open my hotspot?
Yeah, low key, that'd be
Okay.
sweet.
That's so fine.
But anyway, yeah. So muscle weighs more than fat. That's just a fact.
Yep.
So
Pure facts.
someone who is bare muscly would probably be seen as overweight because they weigh a lot.
Like,
But
there's
that
someone
is-
I know, like Arash, Ash's brother. He would be classed as obese under the thingy.
You look at
100%.
BMI, yeah.
He would be classed as obese. He would be classed as a big boy. But, like, going back to the whole body positivity thing, I completely understand if someone wants to be comfortable in their body, because I have friends who are not exactly with a good physique. And they're afraid to step inside a gym. Like, yeah, body positivity will help you, but at the same time, you kind of have to do some of it on your own. Like, you can't, I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a joke. I think that when people start putting that into context of, oh, you know, I'm perfectly fine the way I am, you're 22.7. So Bryn is just like barely under being overweight.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's what the fucking Fed, it's what the government are telling me.
He's at 22.7, and let's keep in mind that overweight is 25. So Bryn is like 3 points under overweight.
Supposedly, I'm nearly overweight, which is A, a bunch of wank. That's lies.
And B, we need to get a better system, because that is dog shit.
But yeah, it's so many. I mean, at the end of the day, it boils down to, yes, being comfortable in your own body. And
that's great.
I mean, ideally, I would like to be more muscular. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But like...
But you look in the mirror and you think...
I don't look in the mirror and go, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. You think, you know what, I'm happy, but there is improvement. Yeah. And that's fine. Just the same way...
It works the other way round.
So, Meg, right, she went into a GP for work experience, right? This patient walks in, the GP cannot ask the patient to weigh themselves. They have to bring it. They can't just say, oh, can you step on the scales for me? Yeah. They have to find another way, which is nicer, and they cannot, right?
Too many snowflakes.
A doctor cannot turn around to you and tell you that you are overweight. Yeah. They cannot. So if I step on the if I stepped on the scales and I was like 100 kilos, just pure fat, they can't turn around to me and say, yeah, you need to lose weight. Yeah. They can't say that. Can I just point out that this is based on this is someone's life that can die from something like heart attack, CVD, like anything. They could die from a stroke. They could die from type 2 diabetes. They can die from a heart attack. They can die from CVD. They can die from fucking anything.
It's life in it. There's too many fucking snowflakes now.
And the fact that a doctor can't turn around to you and say...
A medically trained, medically qualified professional can't tell you,
we need to lose weight.
You're a little bit fat, aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah. Realistically...
they should be able to turn around to you and say, look, you need to lose weight because this is going...
And if they turn around and said, yeah, look, you're overweight, you know, it's starting to get to the point where, you know, you should be thinking about doing something... This is and I'm sure it's the fucking NHS. They'd give you some shitey booklet. Yeah. Because they fucking love a booklet.
Mate,
they give you some booklet and say, look, this is what these are suggestions of what you need to do. No one would care about that. No. Right? But again, there's too many snowflakes that if even one person kicked up a fuss, the government would go, oh, well, we've got to change everything now.
Like, that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. If a doctor turns around and she says, yeah, you're a fat piece of shit and you'll never amount to anything, then fine, yeah.
Fair enough. Have an issue with that.
But if someone says, you know what, you're like 5'8", you're 100 kilos, we need to do something here, and someone kicks up a fuss, then go fuck off.
It gets to the point, just fucking own it.
Then in that in that case, fine. Go be fat and go die from fucking CVD. See how you like it then, you dick face.
Just own it. Like, realistically, don't get me wrong.
I'm fat and I'm beautiful.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would never walk up to someone in the street and go, you're big, aren't you?
Literally.
Yeah? But if a medical professional turns around to you and says, look, you are obese,
you need to do something.
You need to think about doing something about it. Don't kick up a fuss and go, oh, they hurt my feelings. No, they just told you the truth.
Yeah, they are trained. They've literally trained to be like, I want to say a force of good because that sounds really stupid, but
they've trained to be able to do this.
Yeah,
right.
Like they went through 5 years of uni,
and if you leave that meeting and you go, nah, fuck it, then fair enough. That's your choice.
Yeah,
but then don't be so. Because it boils down to ignorance.
Yeah.
And fucking check your goddamn ego.
Yeah.
Like,
and another thing
they're trying to help.
Yeah, and another thing I think the NHS should start doing is like, so let's say you're the doctor, I come in and you tell me you're too fat, you need to lose some weight, otherwise you don't die, bitch. Yeah. And I'm like, nah. I should not be able to then come back in and say, oh,
yeah, you should not.
My liver is failing. Can you give me a transplant?
Literally, no bollocks. You fucked yourself.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
like
you should have to sign if you've had that meeting and you've said, yeah, what the weight and the lifestyle you're currently living is detrimental to your health. If you don't change it, you're going to need
A, B, C, D.
These different procedures. You're going to need a gastric band. You're going to need this. You're going to need that. You should make them. I mean, and at no point am I talking you change the entire fucking health system into Biggest Loser, because that's wank.
No,
right?
No,
you turn around and say, right, we want to see you, or if you apply to have one of these procedures, or you apply to have a gastric band, you should first go through a routine of
intervention.
Right, we want to just have someone turn around, right, we want to see you make these changes to your lifestyle. We want to see you do more exercise every week. We will assign someone to train you or something.
Yeah, a PT.
Or we will give you discounted gym membership to try and go and get something right. But we want to see you try and make these changes to your lifestyle on your own. If you do it and you still want this procedure done, fair play, have it.
Cool.
Right? If you don't make these changes and you come back in 2 months and go, it's gotten worse, I really need this procedure, then fuck yourself.
No, fucking do one. Because they a lot of people, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of people use things like that as like just cheap ways out.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
They can carry on living the lifestyle they did. Yeah. They don't need to change shit.
It's kind of like that woman that got a nose job on the NHS. She claimed it was detrimental to her mental health and she was getting bullied and she felt suicidal because she had a weird nose and I need this nose job, otherwise I'm going to kill myself. Okay, cool. Like...
Fucking what?
No, that's not a thing. I'm sorry, that's not a thing.
A nose job at the end of the day is something that you choose to do to your own body.
It's a cosmetic process, right? It's not.
Did they actually give it to her?
Yeah.
That is a joke.
Mate, of course they did.
That is a joke.
Of course they did.
Fucking horseshit. Like, don't get me wrong. If something, let's say if it's hormonal and you've got like a really shitty thyroid problem and you will gain weight like dramatically, fine, whatever, do it. That's fine. Cool.
If it's something you can't control, then yeah.
If it's your own lazy ass thinking, oh, you know, I can't really be bothered to change my weight, I can't really be bothered to go work out, then fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I'm cool with you going in the middle of the Pacific and jumping and not showing your face again. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a PT, but at the end of the day, it's fucking principle. This is ridiculous.
And I'm sure you've seen it so much. There is nothing worse than... just someone that don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure if someone turned up to one of your sessions, completely half-assed their way through it.
Oh, mate, if someone half-asses their way through a session, I pull them to at the end of the session. I say, like, right, look, I can tell that you're not really into this. What is going on? And because if they've got something at home, fine, that's cool. Yeah. Then most times they will turn around to you and say, this is it.
If they just can't be asked, they're wasting your time. They're wasting someone else's time that could be getting that kind of, direction and training from you.
They're wasting their own time and money. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, PT is not cheap. You're being charged 30 quid an hour.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to give someone 30 quid an hour and just fucking drag my ass around.
Just sit there and watch me do fuck all in a gym.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't get it. People just need to sort their shit out. But at the end of the day, like, body positivity is fine. And I completely agree with it. And you should be comfortable in your own body. But, like, just...
If there's a problem, realise.
At the same time, be positive about your own body, but also
be accountable. Be accountable.
It's like, let's say if there's a chance for you to get a promotion in your job, right? But you're really happy with the money you're getting. But that promotion is extra money, and why not?
Yeah.
Right? So you get the promotion, you're higher up in the company, and you're earning a little bit more money. You're happy with what you're earning. You're better off now.
Quality of life is better.
Is increased, yeah, exactly. So it's the same with weight. I'm happy with the weight I'm at, but there's a chance that I could be healthier, happier, and more energetic.
Exactly.
Do I do it, or do I just stay and risk my life for another... or possibly worsen it?
And again, on a bit of a tangent, it comes down to yourself. Like, I think, obviously, right, what did you learn in catering in years 7, 8 and 9 when you had to do the topic? What did you learn? You weren't here, were you?
No,
I'll tell you, all right, I'll tell you what we learned in years 7, 8 and 9.
Enlighten me.
They taught us how to make cakes.
Right.
This is a Victoria sponge cake. This is how you make it. This is a fucking chocolate log cake. This is how you make it. They taught us how to make like
cakes.
Literally, they taught us fuck all. It should be compulsory that from, kind of year 7 and upwards, at least year 7, 8 and 9, at least, year 7, 8 and 9, when you have to do the topic. Like, don't get me wrong, they drill healthy eating into you in fucking science and PSE. Brilliant.
No one gives a shit
That's
about
nice.
PSE.
You can talk. Yeah, firstly, PSE wank.
Joke.
Is bollocks.
Complete joke.
Right? We spent most of it watching football highlights. I'm not gonna lie, because our teacher was a Sunderland fan. We spent most of it watching football highlights.
Sunderland. Jesus.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Anyway, you should be taught through those years where it is compulsory to do the subject. Healthy eating. Right?
You shouldn't be.
But actually fucking do it.
Yeah.
Actually say right. Because all they teach you about this is the food pyramid. This is fats. This is fruit. This is vegetables. Amazing. I could probably have looked at a table and told you that's a fruit.
Fat. Yeah.
Carrot.
Apple.
That's a vegetable. Yeah. Actually teach them how to make healthy shit and how to
stir fries.
Cook.
Like, even the simplest shit. Stir fries are not that hard to make.
I knew a girl that I worked with at Carphone Warehouse. No, it wasn't Carphone Warehouse. It was B&Q.
Yeah.
I know a girl I worked with at B&Q. Bearing in mind we were maybe 17.
Right, yeah. Yeah, about that.
She didn't know how to cook pasta.
Wow.
She just about knew how to use the toaster.
Does she know how to boil water?
She would put the pasta into cold water and then heat it. Right? As in, the water would be freezing cold before she even turned the gas on. She would put the pasta in it and then Right, firstly,
oh my God.
Neron gave me an aneurysm. Secondly, it's just lack of education.
I think, what was it? Was it Gordon Ramsay or was it Jamie Oliver? One of those two went to America. They showed like a tomato to kids.
Yeah.
And they asked, what is this? And they could not tell them for the fucking life of them. I'm like, basic. From like key stage 1 all the way up to like whatever the fuck year 7 is.
Yeah.
You teach kids, this is a tomato, this is this. You teach them, you categorize things in terms of healthy, unhealthy.
Yeah.
Overweight, normal.
I mean, I'm not telling you to fucking... British government, I'm not telling you to pump out a string of Michelin star chefs.
No.
I'm not asking you for these kids to leave year 9 knowing how to
just
fucking
sear
sea bass and cook scallops and fucking dry roast a rack of lamb. Just teach them how to cook vegetables, how to cook pasta.
Teach them what vegetables are.
Yeah, just put them in just give them a decent chance to... If they don't have that support network at home, if they do have that single parent that works fucking 9 until 9, fucking 2 different jobs to support for their family, just teach them how to fucking...
Cook a basic dinner.
Literally, so that they actually stand a chance of A, not becoming massively obese due to something that realistically isn't really their fault.
No, fully.
And B, the strain that would lift on the NHS and the healthcare system
100%.
would be ridiculous.
100%. I think, how many... So you've got cancers that come from...
Yep.
Because of obesity. I can't remember which ones, don't quote me on it. But type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, cardiovascular problems, asthma. Have I already said type 2 diabetes? I think I have. Like high blood pressure.
There's a lot.
Heart attacks, heart problem. Like literally, like I think I think it was what the third. I think it's the third biggest strain on health.
Yeah,
things.
100%.
Health services. Like it's. I don't get it. I really do not get it. Like, it's just and it literally just stems from if a parent's not there, teach a kid how to properly cook for themselves. Even just teach them like 3 meals. That's literally all you need. And it won't take that long. A kid can probably remember it in 2 lessons.
And if you teach them when they're young, it gets to. I mean, you look at like uni and stuff. Yeah. So many people I know have gone off to uni and they live off of like pot noodles and stuff.
Like, do you know how many people? Like, I knew this one kid, right? He never cooked for himself.
Yeah.
The one thing he ever cooked for dinner was an English breakfast. Yeah. That's the only thing he cooked. And like, I'm sad. He takes away every single day.
But again, at that age, you are accountable for yourself. But if you haven't had a good enough kind of
base,
level entry base, 100%. If you haven't learned the fundamentals of this is how you chop up a carrot, this is how you cook it. It goes with this and this. Good
what
shit.
The hell, yeah.
Literally, it's stuff so simple as pasta with cheese and ham.
Yeah,
amazing.
Pasta with bacon and cream.
Exactly. It takes
cream,
you
but
literally
you know what I mean.
A basic carbonara takes 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But people don't have that entry level knowledge to do it, so they go and people would rather, and again it comes down to laziness, because people would rather spend 20 quid on a pizza or 10, 15 quid on a kebab or something like that.
15 minutes looking something up and 10 minutes doing it.
And trying. Like, come on, man. But again, I think that example you gave of the workplace is so good. Like, if you've got a decent job that, you know, you're getting by, you're living.
You're getting 50, let's say you're getting 50k, right? You're getting 50k a year. It's a nice job.
If you have a chance to improve your quality of life.
70k promotion, will you go for it or not? Fucking, of course
99% of people would. It's going to be more work, but your quality of life is going to be better.
Yeah, of course,
right? And again, I am fully supportive of people in the media that, you know, celebrate body positivity and stuff like that. It's brilliant.
That's great.
Comfortable in your own skin, amazing. Because at the end of the day,
not a lot of people can have it.
Exactly. I mean, I am comfortable in my own skin. I wish I was a little bit bulkier. Yeah.
But yeah.
But at no point do I
look at yourself and think, "Fuck it, I hate that."
Literally. But at the same time, I mean, people like.
We've lost YouTube again.
That's fine. YouTube, it's all audio from this point. You love it. I know you fucking do. It's people like, again, going back to fucking Lizzo, right? She performed at some awards show in like a bikini kind of looking thing. Right? Fair play. You love your body. You want to show it off. You do your thing, girl. That's great. But at the end of the day, you are in a position of influence to the point where you have, you know, people will look at you as somewhat of a role model.
Look up to you.
They will look up to you. They will want to be like you, especially the kind of, you know, bigger girls and whatnot will see you and go, oh, look, in a music industry that, to be fair, is so widely dominated by
skinny
Instagram model looking girls. For a woman like Lizzo to go and do what she's done, fair fucking play, because
GG.
You've had every kind of
chance, opportunity.
You've had every preconception about you made there, because you don't look like Ariana Grande. You don't look like
Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly.
Rihanna.
So you've had to overcome, because let's not front, people like that will get a little bit of advantage, especially in industries like the music industry. So fair play, Lizzo, for you making it to where you are, you know, not looking like Beyonce or Ariana Grande or
anyone like
whoever, right? But at the end of the day, you know,
still promote.
Use your powers for good.
Like, yeah, I think body positivity should be talked about, and it's really like correct, and I'm really impressed with how people do it. But again, like, just strive.
There is a line.
Yeah, strive just to get healthier.
Yeah.
I get it, like, you know, you like the way you look, but you could be healthier. I'm not saying you look better because, you know, you might look amazing. You might think you look amazing.
Exactly.
Fair play to you, but just be healthier.
That's the thing. Everyone can always be healthier. I could eat more veg. I could eat more fruit and veg.
Adele.
Yeah. Look at Adele.
Her transformation is insane.
Bits, right?
Insane.
Because she, I mean, obviously she was probably happy with her body before, but it got to a point where she looked at herself and went, right, I want to change. And she did.
And the way that she looks now, like, holy shit.
I'd tap that.
Like, that's my next point would be, think of how many people before would be like, I don't think so, to now being like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
And that being said, don't do something for anyone else. Do it for yourself.
Fully. Yeah.
It's very much a case of when I first started
Personal
working.
thing.
When I first started working out, it was a case of, oh yeah, I want to look good for the galley.
That's how everyone starts.
Getting big for the galley, then, yeah, rude boy, right? Now I just do it because I want to look good.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun and it's good for my physical and mental health. Yeah. I always feel when you leave the gym, you feel so good about yourself.
You feel so pumped.
Right?
And then you get home, the pump's gone. You're like, shit, I need to go back.
So now you feel, don't. That being said, don't do it for anyone else. Do it for yourself.
fully. But I think that's where we're going to end today's episode.
But one last point I do want to make is that for the third podcast in a row, this man's pulled up with sliders.
Mate, I'm telling you.
I'm going to keep mentioning it until it changes.
I'm sorry, Tubes. Sliders is not...
I'm going to keep mentioning it until it changes.
That's fine.
To be fair, I've pulled up in shorts today.
Oh, shit. No jeans.
No jeans.
Jeez.
Not this time. No jeans, no trackies. Not this time. But I will keep mentioning these sliders until there is an active change made.
I don't think I'll be changing it. I'm kind of like body positivity. I'm happy with where I'm at. I don't think anything... To be fair, I don't think anything could be comfier. Unless you give me slippers. But I'm not going to walk across my garden in slippers.
That's reasonable.
Because, you know... That. But they're comfy. And they're breathable. So we're chill.
Skechers, the shoes that breathe.
Right, what are we talking about next week? Give these people the rundown.
Jesus.
What are we thinking?
I don't know, mate. We don't plan a week. We don't plan a week ahead. We just turn up and do it. We had plans for the last two. We're out of ideas.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
We are fully out of ideas.
Do your usual outro. Tell them where to find us.
No, hold on. No, because I want to think of something to talk about now.
Okay, shit. Okay, well, fuck.
Let's talk about...
You sound like you're having an orgasm.
A little bit. Let's talk about...
Let's talk about it.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll think. We'll have a think. We'll have a think. You guys let us know what you want us to talk about.
Veganism.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do it. Mate, let's do it. No. Let's do it. Because, Right, next week, we're going to talk about fucking... Oh, God, it gets me going, mate. I don't hate vegans, but fuck do I hate vegans. Right, next week, we're going to talk... No, we're going to make a whole topic out of it. Next week, we're going to talk about the most annoying groups of people.
Yes.
So we're gonna get groups.
I agree with that.
Right, vegans. If there's any vegans listening, I respect your choices, but I disagree heavily.
I respect your choices, but I don't respect your choices.
I respect your choices, but you're fucking wrong. Anyway, find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Find little snippets on the Facebook page. Follow Alex on TikTok. Follow both of us on Instagram. At Bryn_Ferber, at Alexamenginos.
Good luck spelling that last one.
And as always, keep your stick on the ice.
Yeah, let's keep it nice and frosty.